Hey YouTube, it's Whitney coming at you with another video. I am doing a video on age and how people perceive your age, or my age specifically. I had an experience just today that prompted this video, and I would like to share it with you. I was visiting the caretaker of my building. I had to pick up a package that had been delivered to the building. As I was leaving, the caretaker said, she goes, "You look like you're 10 years old." I just said, yeah, I get that a lot. So yeah, I wanted to do a video on age, and specifically those of you that maybe are on the younger side but aren't like that young. If you've run into any of that, or even if you're older and people assume that you're way younger. I have had some observations and experiences around this topic in particular. People thinking I'm a high school kid, or mainly that I'm younger than I actually am. It especially happens more often when I'm wearing a hat, so that's understandable, I guess. But I was wearing this exact thing when I went up to the caretaker, and she said I looked like a 10-year-old. So another thing that happens to me regularly is I'm carded. So if I'm out to eat with friends or whatever and I happen to get a drink, that makes sense to me. But I still get carded for R-rated movies fairly frequently. So it seems like a lot of people seem to think I'm way younger than I actually am. And I'm wondering if that happens to any of you. So I was also trying to think about how I respond to people assuming I'm younger than I actually am. So if, everyone thinks, oh, you look like a high school kid, or you look around like teenager age, what do I do about that, or like how do I take it in? Because oftentimes if the whole world sees you a certain way and they put that on you, it's hard not to take it in and do something with it. So I was like thinking to myself, like, do I act younger than my age because people assume I'm younger? Or do maybe I like overcompensate and try to do the other, like try to act way older than I actually am? And I think it's the latter. I think I actually try to conduct myself in a way that would be older than I actually am. Whether it be like in a professional setting, definitely. I try to prove myself right off the get-go, like, I can handle this, like, I may look younger, but I have the maturity level and the professionalism to perform in a way that would be even excelling to what people would expect from me. And then also even in my own like personal life, I feel like I am constantly trying to prove that I'm of my age or older, because I don't want to be categorized, I don't want to be seen as like I'm way younger than I actually am. Clarification, me not wanting to look like a teenager isn't because I don't think teenagers are cool. I actually like hanging out with teenagers. I think that population is really fun to be around, and a lot of them are really mature and smart. So that's not where my hostility is with having my age knocked down to a teenager a lot of the time. It's mainly because I feel like I've lived through that stage of my life, and I'm on to a different stage of my life, and I want to be put into a category that I actually am in based on my experience, like job, academics, everything, having gone through college and everything. So it's not that I don't like teenagers. It's not true at all. I actually really like working with youth and teenagers specifically. But I think I kind of overcompensate for that, for people thinking I'm younger than I am. I would say along the job front though, I would say that it has been more difficult to find jobs where I'm in management or leadership roles. I think this is a common thing, that people in general sometimes have a hard time taking guidance or leadership from someone who is actually younger than them, and if they're significantly younger than them, I feel like there is a little bit of animosity there, or a little bit of uneasy feelings if someone's leading you and they're younger. So for me, if I look like a teenager and I'm leading a group of people that are, 10, 20 years older than me, even though my experience and my professional skills suggest that I can totally handle myself, I think the sore spot for some people, just because, like, why is this young person telling me what to do, even though that's not my approach ever, really. Have any of you had a hard time finding jobs based on, I guess, age specifically, because that's what this video is about? Also, I am curious to see how old y'all think I actually am. Guesses below. I want to see what you guys... Okay, two things. I want to see, one, how I look to you. So put that below. I'm curious to see if this is just common. Everyone I've run into says I'm way younger than I actually am. So what is your guess? Number one, how old do I look? Two, how old do you think I am, actually? If you actually look in other videos that I've done, I haven't explicitly said I am this years old, but there is a video out there that if you did the calculations, you could figure out how old I am. So if you want to find out that way, go through my videos and see if you can figure it out. Or if you just want to guess, put it in the comment below. I'm curious to see what y'all think. That's it for now. If you enjoyed this video and you'd like to subscribe, do so right over there. And I will see you again in my next video. Alright, bye.